So I was just going to mention how you said Jett and Deegan are the two best riders in the world. So how do you think Deegan will go on the 450s with his like more aggressive style compared to like Jett sitting in a higher gear? Like his Jett's style seems a little bit more tailor made for the bigger bike. Do you think that will be an issue, or that won't be any issue for Deegan?
Um, Deegan will be fast. Deegan will be fast because he has this. It's just this fu attitude.
Yeah,
He's fit. He's a big dude. He's strong.
yeah,
He doesn't have fear.
yeah,
There's no fear of failure. So those are huge, huge things to already be accomplished by
yeah,
the time you get on the motorcycle.
yeah,
The way he rides won't suit the 450 as well. Not meaning he won't be fast,
yeah.
but it's not going to suit the 450 as well because everything that wildness will be magnified,
Mm,
right?
yeah,
The bigger bike you get on, the smoother you got to be to ride it correctly. Just like back in the two-stroke days, you saw the 125 guys just wide open, bouncing off shit. The 250 guys pretty much wide open, but being a little bit more precise. The 500 guys being very calculated and precise and smooth and patient,
yeah,
or that bike would just kill you.
yeah,
So on a 450 and even 250, you have to ride these bikes by the way they've been designed to be raced
yeah,
or
yeah,
to go fast. So on a 250F, yes, you can override it, but sometimes you see Deegan actually be a little bit slower from, let's say in the Supercross when who's the number 100 kid? Cole Davies.
yeah.
Cole Davies was faster than him in a few races because he was so calculated and precise. Now that kid's going to be good.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Deegan was trying to just jump everything too far, slam into everything, and he wasn't as fast. And then those last couple races, you saw him kind of smooth out a little bit. So what I'm saying in the beginning, I don't think he's going to have anything for Jett except in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then Jett will pull away because also a 450 will tire your ass out.
yeah,
But can Deegan you learn to be a little bit smoother, a little bit more calculated, a little bit more, patient? Of course he can.
yeah,
So in the beginning, I don't think he's going to have much for Jett except maybe a few times here and there.
yeah,
But maybe after 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, maybe something, he might click into that and then have something for Jett.
yeah.
But you're asking him to change his mentality. That's like telling Jett. That's like telling Barsha to ride like Jett. It's not
Yeah,
going to happen.
no.
It's not going to happen.
I do love
Or you can see this is where you're going to see Deegan flatten out.
yeah,
Like this is all it has. He can't race at 450 like he did at 250.
yeah.
And that happens many,
It,
many, many, many times to riders.
mm,
They came up through the 250 class and kick ass. They get to the 450 class and they just go stale,
yes, yeah, definitely.
right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Happens a lot. Um, I was just gonna say I love Deegan's like his personality and attitude, and I love his patriotism and all that. Like I'm an Aussie, so I'm the Lawrence boys all the way. But I
Yeah.
love that he's pro America and all that. Like especially in the West, because there's so much bullshit when it comes to that. People get demonized, but I love it. I reckon you're an American. You should celebrate your country, especially America,
It's
mate. America's the best nation out there. All the best movies, all the best music, everything comes from the US. So I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be very careful what you believe, and especially now, not that America, but people are patriots and this and this and this.
Yeah,
It's if you know your algorithms or whatever the fuck they are,
yeah,
you know what people like and what they don't like, and you got to be very careful. The Deegan family, to me,
yeah,
you know, because they know how to sell YouTube, they know how to sell likes, they know how to sell that. So they're
yes,
gonna say the right things, talking the right things, because I like Hayden too. He's a
yeah,
good kid. I coached him. I'm the one that got his neck brace off him, and
yeah,
all these things. I coached him for a couple of years when he on the right before he got into 250F class. So he's a good kid, but some of the stuff that he does, like I watched a couple things on YouTube of his TikTok,
yeah,
and I told my woman, I'm
yeah.
like, after I was halfway through it and I turned it off, I'm like, I think I'm dumber. I think I'm dumber. Watching that just made me dumb. It's
But
just
I mean,
there's a point that it's just
yeah,
too much. You know what I
true.
mean?
But it's
It's
almost
too
like
much.
a wrestler, cutting a promo.
But the
Like it,
thing,
and it.
it's like Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like Jake Paul.
He's maybe a little bit. He's a bit much because he's going around beating on older men. But
Yeah, but I mean, it's just kind of like a Jake Paul thing, and you get that YouTube style of just these little,
Yeah.
these little blurts and things of being a fool and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And again, that's just like 5% of Deegan, I guess, of
Mm.
Haiden. So, the other 95% I love. The way
Yeah.
he rides, how aggressive he is, and how he doesn't give a shit,
Yeah.
and he's pretty much telling everybody he's going to beat him.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah, me
I
too.
dig that.
I
You know what I
miss it.
mean?
That
When you
used
get
to
him
be.
away from the races, you get him away from the races.
Yeah.
He's a great kid, very quiet, this and that. Podiums, you never hear him complain.
Yeah.
You always hear, even if it's fake, whatever, you hear him give praise.
Yeah.
You hear him accept the defeat and not making excuses. So I like that too. There's
Yeah.
just a little bit that it's like, okay, let's
Yeah.
bring it down a little bit,
I
bro.
only ever see the stuff on like the post race stuff out on the stage. I don't really
Yeah.
have TikTok or I don't really watch too much social media, so I probably missed all that stuff. But
Yeah, I just see it. I just see it on YouTube when I flip through shit and I'm bored.
but back in the
Yeah.
day, like back in your guys' day, when you said, "Oh, I race dirt bikes for a living," that automatically gave you like that bad boy persona. Like where I don't feel like
Yeah.
motocross has that now. Like in the
No,
90s,
these kids are so soft and fluffy and
it's just
yummy and like that. So
yeah,
Deegan brings that back. Jett brings that back a little
yeah,
bit, because Jett's very confident.
yeah.
And what I was gonna mention something, but I'll think of it. But
That's,
yeah, that's just back in the day. It was a little bit more raw. You know what I mean?
yes, yeah,
More raw. And oh yeah, I know I was gonna mention is like everybody's yes, Deegan's fast, Deegan's this, Deegan's that, but he's not beating one champion.
yeah, yeah.
There isn't a champion in that class. Now let's go to 450.
Oh yeah, it's
Well,
all
Malcolm's
champions.
a champion.
Yeah,
Barsh is a champion.
yeah,
Sexton's a champion.
yeah,
Hunter's a champion. Eli's a legend.
yeah,
Prado's a champion.
yeah.
Um, 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 uh, Jason
M-
Anderson's a champion.
Malcolm Stewart is another one.
Yeah, yeah. Malcolm, I mean,
Yeah,
is a champion. So who he's beaten
Chase.
champions.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's beaten champions.
yeah,
Deegan's not beating champions. That's
yeah.
the
No,
thing. So, hold your flow a little bit.
I agree,
It's,
100%.
it's because let's see who you're beating right now.
Yeah.
And yes, they're amazing riders, but they're not legends and
No,
champions.
a lot of them are younger than Deegan as well. Like a lot of the guys he's battling with.
Yeah, I mean, age wise is age wise, but just they're not they're not riders of the 450 riders calibers.
Yeah,
Again, and then also Cooper Webb,
yeah,
right? I mean, the list goes on and on.
yeah,
Aaron Plessinger,
yeah,
they're all champions.
yeah. It's like
So for
13 of them
Jet
there.
to Jet to go 21 out of 23 races beating
Yeah,
champions,
yeah.
that's a different story.
Do you reckon he could
It's a
go?
different story.
Do you think like he has the potential to beat all the records? Like it's possible
Jet,
with him, yeah.
um,
Because the
he has to
722
have,
Supercross wins, that's
yeah,
pretty
he just has
ridiculous.
to have, clean years.
Yeah,
He can't be having these half years anymore, or it's going to start catching up.
yeah,
Again, 'cause the titles, the records. I mean, if you look at them, Jeremy has 72 Supercross wins. I mean,
yeah,
that's incredible.
yeah,
Ricky Carmichael has 141
yeah.
overall race
I know.
wins.
Yeah, that's insane.
He
When
never lost. He didn't never. He every time he never lost a national championship
yeah,
for a decade.
that's insane.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
So for Jet to beat that, he has the potential for sure.
yeah,
But it's called motocross, and can you be healthy
yeah.
enough
No
and
injuries.
consistent enough in the years to
Yeah,
be able to do that? So that's where I think he went wrong in the beginning with saying that, oh, I'm going for the record.
yeah.
Well, what happened when he said that? He put more pressure on himself, and he rode outside of himself and made
Yeah.
so many mistakes and crashes. Right when he reeled that back in, then he started clicking off the wins.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to keep shit in your head and not say it out loud.
That's probably
You
just
know?
him being a kid and coming off a perfect outdoor season in his first season. Like, because
Yeah.
people forget
No, I
just
get
how
it,
young
and
he
I
is,
and I get it and I applaud it,
Yeah.
but there's a reason to. There's also respect. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
I'm
I
not saying I'm
agree.
going to go beat this record.
Yeah.
And then there's a time and place for it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, keep that in your head, keep that in your camp,
Yeah.
but don't go spreading it all over social media and press. Where
Yeah.
now people are asking this question all the time, and people are putting this excess pressure on you. That now, to me, made him right outside of himself that first year.
Yeah.
Now I think he has it dialed in, reeled in,
Yeah.
this and that. So if anybody can break the records, it's going to be Jett.
If you like this content, please like and subscribe. And for the full podcast, please click the link in the description. And for the lads, I'll see you next lap.